Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. She's another beautiful day in paradise, but once again, I hate to report this, but not all is well in paradise. We took the side-by-side down. The father-in-law come over. He was dumping grain. Checked on the cows. Again, this is all part of the pre-game to get them into the corrals, to get them onto a cattle hauler and get them out of here early, unfortunately. But one of these cows has been chewing bubble gum with its butthole. It's got a big prolapse rectum. Big. And she prolapsed uterus, actually, last spring. Shoved it all back in. Now it's, I don't think it's, I don't think it's going to be a salvageable option here. I don't think there's something you can just push it back in or do surgery. I think it's going to be a 7mm type surgery. So that's unfortunate. Anyways, of course, Labor Day long weekend. Who's picking up the phone? Nobody. But got calls into 3 different vets, and we'll see what the verdict is. We'll see, the cost of being able to do something equal that of the value of the animal. Is the viability of that procedure even an option? Is it? Because it probably looks like it's been a couple days, and my experience is like if you're not right on it right away, it gets infected and it gets almost impossible to manage. So we'll do some quick math, and then I might have to take a trip down there and manage a thing, which is unfortunate. But until we hear back, I'm going to work on a little project on the wife's poultry palace there. So yesterday I did start, but I didn't get very far. At least I could say there was progress. I got 2 pieces of strapping put up here, but what I realized is that, I maybe don't want to have this strapping on here yet, because it would be real cool, especially with the pitch of this roof. It'd be real cool to just put the tin up there and then mark it with a Sharpie and then take it down and cut it. And if this is hanging over the edge, which it is on both sides, that makes it pretty hard to do that. So I'm gonna pause on that. We're not gonna do that no more. I'll use the back side off the one end to take all my measurements. For today, I'll strip all the tin off of here, or sorry, the trim, not the tin, off the doorway. I'll try and get the door remounted, and then there's some other stuff on the back that's just, I don't even know what, it's patchwork, right? We're gonna blow all the patchwork off because it's gonna get covered with tin anyways. Well, I think today I'm gonna be in and out of the shop quite a bit. That's actually, you know what? It's nice because it's cool in here. But just trying to work on that little shed there. Yeah, nothing's square in that thing. I don't know who built it or when. I'm judging by the quality of the lumber that's in there. I'd say it's got to be 1950s or before that. I need a pin bar here too. But the thing is, we know it's a cover-up job, right? I know for with a high degree of certainty, all I'm going to be doing is slapping tin over top of what's already there. Lipstick on a pig. There's no amount of lipstick you can put on a pig. And even if you go to the great lengths of cosmetic surgery, it's still a pig. At the end of the day, it is still a pig, no matter what you do to it. And that's what we're dealing with here. Nothing's square, nothing's level. Things are nailed in at crooked angles. So my plan here, I'm dry fitting the door. I'm just going to basically screw the hinges in, and I'm going to pound a screwdriver in, and I'm just going to pry each of the hinges to a certain point so that it sits square in that rectangle. The same with all the tin on the sides, the same on the roof. I'm going to fit the tin as best as I can, and any plywood that's sticking out or any strapping that's sticking out is just going to get the old circular saw, just zip it up so that it looks clean and tight. And that's just what it's going to be. Because I don't know whoever built it, if they were using feet and hands and furlongs or whatever, but there's no measurement that makes any sense in there. So we're just going to go with it. Well, it turns out it's going to be a sad story with that cow, unfortunately. Got a good close look at it, took some pictures, took some videos. The vet in Dawson made a recommendation that not even haul her there. And I mean, initially, when we contacted the vet, they said, yeah, you know, for prolapse, you're probably looking at $700-800. And then mathematically, you're thinking, well, you know, $3,000-3,500 for a hamburger cow. You can put that medical bill and then still come out on the right side of that, mathematically speaking. But then once she's seen the pictures and the video, she's like, yeah, no, chances are, come here, we could try, but, you know, very low chance of success. And then you're out $800, and then you still don't have a cow. So you're actually down $800. So you're better to just cut your losses. The vet did actually recommend you just, you know, hire somebody, come out and butcher her, but I'm not, you know, I don't think that's an option, you know, when basically their whole asshole's hanging out, flies and all that kind of stuff buzzing. Yeah. We'll just take her to the south end of the farm and deal with that. Actually, the father-in-law loaded her up and he took her out to his place because the cows are still here. So he doesn't want a bunch of predatory and scavenger pressure here, right? So he'll take it out and he's got a gut pile way out Rio Grande there. And, you know, a couple grizzlies will come lick that up and they won't pester any livestock. So that'll work out. As unfortunate as that is, that'll work out.